Your warm-up today starts with a seated pike stretch. We're gonna get 1 minute there and then into a circuit. Spiderman steps with a rotation, yoga push-ups, flutter kicks, and curtsy squats. Let's take a look at it. Starting with 1 minute of a seated pike stretch. Legs together nice and tall. You're gonna reach forward as far as you can. Grab your legs, grab your feet, stretch, 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 pull down. If you are super tight, like this guy, grab a towel. This could potentially be if you have a resistance band or something like that. That will work, but a towel works fine. Right around your feet and use this to help pull you forward. Sneaking your hands down a little bit, down a little bit, down a little bit. With every breath, sink into it a little bit more and a little bit more. 1 minute of a seated pike stretch. Starting your warm-up circuit, we have 10 Spiderman steps with a rotation. Big lunge step. Both hands come inside that front foot, pressing your hips toward the ground, keeping that back knee off the ground. When you feel a stretch here, we're gonna plant that outside hand, the hand furthest from the foot in front. Reach up, over, back down, press back up to neutral. Same thing on the other side. Big lunge, press, rotate, return, back to neutral. 5 on your right, 5 on your left, 10 total reps. Continuing with yoga push-ups. Start in a straddle plank, feet relatively wide apart. You're gonna press your head through your arms, heels into the ground, legs are straight, swoop through, and get a big back extension. So back and forth equals 1 yoga push-up. Back, big stretch, forward, big stretch. Back and forth equals 1, we're gonna get 10. Next we have 20 flutter kicks. On the ground, if you can, we're gonna do this in a hollow position, legs together, lower back pressing hard into the ground, arms covering your ears, little kicks. 20, that's 10 per side. If that's too hard, rest your head on the ground, here. Still too hard, go higher. Higher flutter kicks are easier than low flutter kicks. Whatever version of flutter kick you're doing, we're gonna get 20. Next we have curtsy squats. Curtsy squats can be tough, so be ready for it. Standing nice and tall, you're gonna take one leg, drive it behind you and bring your knee to the ground. So it's reach, plant that foot, knee to the ground, back up, and again. So it's a significant rotation. Imagine the foot that reaches is going sideways. So I'm gonna take my left foot, drive it to my right, trying to stay square. Knee touches right behind that heel, up and over. Knee to heel, up and over. 5 each direction. Take these slow, they can be really hard. 10 curtsy squats. Your Metcon today is a 30-minute EMOM. That is every minute on the minute you're going to do something. We have 6 stations today. Station 1, 15 burpees. Station 2, 15 lateral hops each direction. That's 30 total. Station 3, 20 per side mountain climbers. Station 4, 20 jumping lunges. Station 5, 30 sit-ups. And station 6 is rest. Here's what it looks like. Your Metcon today is a 30-minute EMOM. That is every minute on the minute you will accomplish one task, rest the remainder of the minute. Your first minute is burpees, 15 of them. So as ever, we want your chest to touch the ground, catch a little air at the top. So down to the ground, chest to the ground, right back up. With burpees, try and avoid that push-up. The less push-ups we can do, the better your arms will be. So reach for the ground, kind of flop down under control. Little arch here and try and jump your feet forward. Get some air at the top. Down and up for 15. You should have rest here. Consider modifying this volume. This is going to be true for the whole workout, so you have at least 10 or 15 seconds of rest. That's minute 1. Minute 2 is lateral hurdle hops. We're going to get 15 per side. You can jump over anything. Certainly you should use something, if you hit it, it won't hurt. I'm just using some Tupperware today, right here, and just what it sounds like. 2-foot jump, 2-foot landing, staying as tall as you can. 1, 2. The higher it is, the harder it will be. we want to move relatively quickly here. You should have at least 10 or 15 seconds of rest. 30 hurdle jumps, that's minute 2. Minute 3 is mountain climbers. We're going to get 40. So starting in a plank position, knee to elbow. Every time your knee touches an elbow, that's 1 rep. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back and forth as quickly as you can, 20 on each side for 40. You should still have at least 10 seconds of rest. That's minute 3. Minute 4 is probably the hardest movement in this Metcon, jumping lunges. Jumping lunge starts at the bottom of a lunge, knee under your hip, hip under your shoulder, tall and strong. We're gonna change sides as dynamically as possible. Always control that back knee. Do not let that back knee hit the ground. I would much rather you miss the ground by an inch than ever crash into the ground. 20, that's 10 on each side, jumping lunges. Remember, at least 10 or 15 seconds of rest. That's minute 4. Minute 5 is a speed challenge. 30 sit-ups. You could do these butterfly, soles of your feet touching each other, shoulders to the ground, sit up, shoulders end up over your hips. You could do these anchored, feet underneath a chair, couch, some dumbbells, a cat on each side, still shoulders to the ground, right back up again. This is the only movement where you may not have some rest. 30 is deliberately a lot. This could well be 55 seconds of work, and that's okay because the last minute is rest. We still want you to complete the number though. So in your first round, if you don't get 30, that's your new number. So if in the first time we do this, you get 19 sit-ups, from then on, you're trying to get 19 sit-ups. As written, it's 30 sit-ups. That's minute 5. Minute 6 is rest. We're going through the whole thing 5 times for 30 minutes. Have fun. Your finisher today is an ab finisher. We're gonna get 3 sets of this. 20 seconds of a hollow hold, rest 10 seconds. 20 seconds of a side plank on your right side, rest 10 seconds. 40 seconds of a full plank, rest 10 seconds. 20 seconds of a side plank on your left side, rest 1 minute. 3 times through. Let's take a look at it. Let's talk about your finisher today. Your finisher today is optional. If you just did 150 sit-ups and your core is toast, you don't have to do this. However, if you feel like you still have some gas, 3 sets through. Starts with a 20-second hollow hold, your best version of a hollow. Lower back into the ground, legs together, arms covering your ears, potentially bringing in a leg, bringing your arms to maintain that position. After 20 seconds, take a 10-second rest into a side plank. Elbow right under your shoulder. Make sure those feet are stacked and your hips are open. You can reach that other hand up for balance. 20 seconds here, rest 10 seconds. 40 seconds in a low plank, forearms on the ground. Squeeze your butt, squeeze everything. Find your happy place. After 40 seconds, rest 10 seconds. Finally, side plank on the other side. Same setup, same time domain. 20 seconds, rest 1 minute. Do it 2 more times. This is really tough after that Metcon. Enjoy.